Hello, 大家好，欢迎回到外媒看中国，我是安博然。I'm here on the ground in Hangzhou at the Asian Games. It's been a super exciting and action-packed few days, and I'm going to take you guys along with me to check out some amazing gold-winning performances. And I also had a chance to chat one-on-one with a Chinese gold medalist, which was super interesting. I'm Andy Boham here in Hangzhou, China. This is a special edition of Reports on China. Happy National Day holiday and Mid-Autumn Festival, everyone. Long time no see. Now, for the past few days, I've been at the Hangzhou Asian Games, and I can tell you guys, even for someone who isn't very interested in sport, it was absolutely exciting being there among all the action. Today on this Reports on China special, I'll bring you guys along to check out one of the esports events, which was a battle between China and the Republic of Korea playing League of Legends. And then we headed along to the artistic gymnastics finals to witness some amazing performances, as well as a gold win for China. I also had the chance to have a quick chat with 25-year-old Lan Xingyu, who took gold for China in the men's ring event. We'll also take a quick look at Western media reports on the Games, including an absolutely typical report from Associated Press, who said, in usual China bad style, while offering a verbal carrot in Hangzhou, Beijing continued brandishing a physical stick elsewhere. Honestly, the Western media just cannot play nice, not even during a sporting event celebrating peace and unity between 12,000 athletes from across Asia. But first up, some really quick facts about the Asian Games in case you don't know too much about it. Hangzhou is currently hosting the 19th edition of the Asian Games, the first of which was held in New Delhi, India, way back in 1951. The Asian Games are typically held every 4 years, and that has only differed slightly with the Hangzhou Games, which were actually meant to be held last year in 2022. The Asian Games is officially organised by the Olympic Council of Asia, and it's officially recognised by the International Olympic Committee. This year, the Asian Games will host 12,000 athletes, which is 1,000 more than the last Olympic Games. Those athletes come from 45 countries and regions around Asia. The Hangzhou Asian Games features 61 disciplines across 40 different sports, 28 of which are core Olympic sports. Japan won the most medals for the first 8 editions of the Asian Games, but China took over from the 1980 Games in New Delhi and has topped the medal tally ever since. Okay, now I want to give you guys a quick tour of our apartment in the Asian Games Media Village. Let's take a look. Hello, you guys. So glad you could make it here to our Hangzhou Asian Games Media Village apartment. Now, you've all seen the athletes' villages, but this is the media village, so I want to show you guys what we've got here. But first, this amazing view. This is Hangzhou, which is a very beautiful city. It's actually very famous here in China with the West Lake and all of that. But as you can see, because there are 9,300 journalists working here from China and around the world, they've all got to stay somewhere, or we've all got to stay somewhere. So all of these apartment buildings here are other journalists, which I think is pretty awesome. Nice view, but let's go inside and I'll show you guys around. So this is our veranda, obviously. I'm going to close the door because it's quite hot here in Hangzhou at this time of year. Anyway, this is our main lounge area, I guess, but of course we don't have a sofa, we have a work desk. So you can see all of cameras and lenses here. So every day at the end of a long day covering the events here, we'll come back and upload videos and photos to the editor in Shanghai, send everything off. That's all done here. I want to show you guys this bag. This is awesome. This is a little gift given to people who attended the opening ceremony. And it's got lots of little goodies inside, including this, which I quite like, one of those clapper things. Can really add to the atmosphere. So that is awesome. Over here is our kitchen. There's not much to it. It's just a kitchen, very clean and modern. I just make a coffee here in the morning, and we also have a lot of this Hangzhou Asian Games branded water, which I might bring back home as a bit of a souvenir. There's lots of boxes there, so they're keeping us well watered. We'll check out, hope he doesn't watch this, but we'll check out my colleague's room. He's currently not here. Oh, nice and clean. He's in Shanghai, he's gone back to Shanghai, but he's coming back again shortly, so his room is all lovely. And here is a little bathroom. You want to take a look? It's just a bathroom. 3 guys living here, it's quite tidy. And then down here, the 2 other bedrooms. So here is Jack's room. He's filming right now. Check it out. Nice and tidy. And then behind you here is my room, which is probably the messiest of all, but that's fine. I want to show you guys this bag here. When you come to stay in the media village, they give you this little bag, which is full of essentials with the mascots on it. There's a lot of essentials here, daily essentials. Like we have toothpaste, combs, things like that. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to bring it back and give it to a friend. Otherwise, I have a balcony, which they're quite jealous of, but that is just how it goes. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the visit. Thanks for coming to check out our media apartment here in the Hangzhou 2023 Asian Games. See you soon. Pretty comfortable accommodations, I reckon. Right, now let's head along to the brand new purpose-built Hangzhou Esports Arena, where 4,500 excited fans watch from the edge of their seats as their favourite teams battle it out for Asian Games gold. I don't really know too much about video games, but I decided to head along anyway, since this is the first time that esports has been included as an official medalled event at the Asian Games, which is quite significant in that most of the other sports, when you think about it, involve not only mental stamina and quick thinking, but also peak physical performance. Winning Olympic medals by playing video games seems to turn that all upside down. Esports was the most popular event of this Games, being the only one where tickets had to be sold via a lottery system. Each event in the 4,500 seat stadium was sold out. I have to say, being there in person was quite exciting, even though I have no idea what League of Legends is or what at all is happening on the screen. The Republic of Korea won against China in this quarterfinal and went on to win gold. Overall, congratulations. Before we head along to the artistic gymnastics final, I want to show you guys an interesting collection of Asian Games history on display at this Games. Okay, guys, I really want to show you this. It's a piece of Asian Games history really around me. Just like the Olympics, every Asian Games also has an Olympic torch, and there's a cauldron that is lit, not a flame. Anyway, this is the first one. The Asian Games began in New Delhi in 1951. So this is actually it. This is what they use to light the Olympic Games cauldron, and we go around and around for every Asian Games in history. The Asian Games is held every 4 years. Except for a short delay with the China. Actually, this Hangzhou Games was meant to be held last year in 2022. We all know what happened. It was pushed back for a year. This is in South Korea, Busan, in 2002. This looks very unique, I think, compared to the other ones. I think what they might do is model it off some aspects of the local culture. Maybe it's modeled after a local building. I'm not sure. I don't know much about South Korea, although I'd like to. This one, Doha 2006, is also very unique. So I think from this point onwards, it looks like they started adding more design elements, because you might notice before, all of these are quite similar. And then afterwards, they started adding some local flair. For example, this one. This is Guangzhou. Guangzhou in 2010 was the second time that the Asian Games were held here in China. But this is Guangzhou. Red, very distinct, I think. And then it moves on. Incheon in South Korea, 2014. You have some unique elements, blue, really cool. This looks kind of like a robot's arm or something. This is Jakarta, Indonesia. It was actually in two places. The second place, I got to see, Jakarta, Palembang. It was held in two cities in Indonesia. That was 2018, just before Hangzhou. And that's what we're coming to here. This is the most recent Asian Games torch, I guess, Olympic torch, because the Asian Games is also part of the Olympics. So you have the purple colour here down below, which is unique to the Asian Games. That's the colour scheme. As you can see, we have it on our badges and everything. So yeah, that is it. The Asian Games, long history, and I hope the history continues forever longer, and we'll see what the next torch, Olympic torch, looks like. Okay, let's watch some gymnastics. We were lucky enough to watch 5 events live, including the medal ceremonies. Unfortunately, I can't play much of the actual performances due to broadcasting rights, but I'll try my best to give you guys a sneak peek. Oksana Chusovitina is now 48 years old, and her amazing career has spanned 3 decades across 8 Olympic Games. She won her first gold at Barcelona in 1992 and has continued to push the limits ever since. It was quite an honour to watch her at the Asian Games live, where she ultimately finished in 4th place. I also witnessed 2 amazing gold-winning performances from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and stood for the DPRK national anthem and raising of the flag as their athletes were awarded their hard-earned gold medals. It was really quite something. But the most exciting part of the afternoon was witnessing 25-year-old Chinese gymnast Lan Xingyu take gold in the men's rings event. Even though I'm not a sports person, somehow I could just tell from my front row seat, maybe 10 meters away from Lan, that his performance was something special. Afterwards, I managed to have a quick chat with him. Let's check it out.
有个问题，我想知道，因为你已经得了那个金牌，你下一个目标是什么？
下一个目标因为就是为明年的巴黎奥运会做准备。
然后你比赛中你的表现挺好的，但是大家都说加油加油，这让你紧张吗？或者你喜欢？
我会紧张，但是其实是更喜欢，因为能在自己的祖国来就是参与这种比赛吧。
挺好的，
观众很热情，然后在他们的欢呼声上，也能为我自己提更多的气，让自己去更想去把自己做好，把自己展现给全国人民。
最后的问题可以摸一下吗？
可以。
谢谢。哇，这个好重。
对，
这真的是金的吗？
这我不清楚，他没有说明。
哇，这个很厉害。好，而且我还要送一个礼物，你可以关注我的 B 站。
OK， 谢谢你。
Despite all the excitement and unity at the Asian Games, Western media is barely covering the event, except to share mostly negative crap that fulfills their quota for China bad stories, like this hideous piece from the Associated Press's David Rising. They run with the headline, China goes on charm offensive at Asian Games, but doesn't back down on regional confrontations. Did you expect anything else? The article mentions border disputes in the first sentence, and in the second, it tries to manufacture more tension between China and Taiwan before this brain-dead take. Outward aggression has taken the back seat to unctuous charm as China sought to win the hearts of more than 40 Asian nations and regions by dazzling them with technology and slathering them with praise. The whole article goes on in the same style, bitterly trying to turn any good into malice, which is completely typical of Western reportage on China. Why should it be any different for Hangzhou's hugely successful Asian Games? They waited right until the last paragraph to share a comment from China's President Xi Jinping, which would have been right near the beginning if the Games had been held in any of Washington's vassal states like Japan, for example. As humanity faces unprecedented global challenges, we should use sports to promote unity, seize the historic opportunity, and jointly stand up to the challenges. Like I said before, we really can't expect anything else from Western media. But with the success of this year's Asian Games and the continued peaceful rise of the global South in their push for a fairer, more multipolar world, Western media and government malice will only become weaker and weaker as an alternative to the bloody, undemocratic rule of the US and its allies has its wings clipped and is forced to play fair. I'm looking forward to that day. Anyway, you guys, that will be about it for today. But as always, I would love to know what you think. Which event of the Asian Games were you most excited about? And were you surprised by how popular esports have become at the Games? Do let me know down below, and I will see you all next time.